Hi guys, myself Sachin. I'm from SVCE Bangalore 6M ISC. So the topic is full stack development with user management and authentication. Now we'll see about table of contents. First we'll see about introduction. Next we'll see about user management fundamentals. In user management fundamentals, we'll see about user accounts, roles and permissions, profile management, and user activity tracking. Next we'll see about authentication strategies. In authentication strategies, we'll see about password based authentication, two-factor authentication, and multi-factor authentication. And finally, we'll see about conclusion. Now let's see about introduction. Welcome to the world of full stack development. In this, we'll see about essential aspect of user management and authentication, exploring how to build secure and robust user experiences in your web applications. From foundational concepts like user management to sophisticated techniques such as authentication and social login, we'll cover a comprehensive range of topics. Now we'll see about user management fundamentals. First one is user accounts. The core of user management lies the creation and maintenance of user accounts. This involves capturing user data such as usernames, emails, addresses and passwords and storing them securely in a database. A well-designed database schema is crucial for efficient data storage and retrieval. Now let's see about roles and permissions. To manage access control efficiently, user roles and permissions are essential. By assigning roles and granting specific permissions to each user, you can resist access to sensitive data and functionalities, ensuring that only authorized individuals can perform certain actions. Next, we'll see about accounts, users, roles, and permission. The account is passed to the user, then user is assigned to role, then role is passed to permissions. Now we'll see about profile management. User profiles allow user to customize their experience and provide additional information about themselves. This can include personal details, preferences, or settings that enhances user interaction with your application. Now we'll see about user activity tracking. Monitoring user activity is important for security, analytics, and troubleshooting. Tracking login attempts, data access, and other user interactions can help identify suspicious behavior and improve overall security system. Now let's see about authentication strategies. Password-based authentication. The most common authentication method involves users providing their username and password. This requires secure password storage techniques such as hashing and slatting to protect user credentials from unauthorized access. Now we'll see the diagram. User provide username and password. If it is an correct username and password, then it is passed to user authentication successful, grant access. If it is no, then it goes to invalid username or password, prompt user again. Then finally goes back to the step 1 and repeats the cycle. Now we'll see about two-factor authentication. The 2FA or two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security by requiring users to provide two distinct forms of authentication, such as password and one-time code sent to their mobile devices. This significantly reduces the risk of unauthorized access even if someone obtains the user's password. The two-factor authentication works if the password and the OTP is correct. Now we'll see about multi-factor authentication. The multi-factor authentication or MFA extends 2FA, two-factor authentication, by incorporating multiple authentication factors, including biometrics, security key or push notification. This provides even stronger security by requiring users to provide multiple forms of authentication before granting access. A factor in authentication is a way of confirming your identity when you try to sign in. For example, a password is one kind of factor, it's a thing you know. The three most common kinds of factors are something you know, something you have, something you are. Something you know is like a password or a memorized pin. Something you are is like a smartphone or a secure USB key. something you are is like a fingerprint or facial recognition. These are the multi-factor authentication steps. We'll see about the key benefits of multi-factor authentication. The first one is streamlined access. Having multi-factor authentication in place helps end users as it allows them to more easily take care of their multiple accounts and password. This may seem contradictory as you would think adding more steps into the login process would make things more complicated for end users, as there would ultimately be more steps to getting into an account. The next one is strengthened security. Multi-factor authentication can improve the security of your organization. As discussed, it combines multiple authentication methods. It allows users to implement traditional two-factor authentication, biometrics and adaptive authentication to make business apps even more secure. The next point is ensures compliance. The final benefit of having a multi-factor authentication solution in place is ensuring legal compliance. Multi-factor authentication is an important step in making sure you have a strong data protection mechanism in place as per legal requirements. Make sure accounts and passwords are secure is crucial to protect the data of your employees and users, especially if it is concerned about personal information or financial details. Now we'll see about conclusion. In today's fact-based technology environment, security is the most crucial component in standing out from your competitors and providing an flawless experiences to end consumers. Putting your security at risk can have a number of negative effects on your company, such as facing attacks and data breaches. To avoid problems like this, you should choose an authentication system for your company that fits your budget and allows for a smooth user flow. Thank you guys. We'll see you in next session.